All right, welcome back, everyone. We're diving deep into a Champions League match today.
Yeah, a really interesting one too.
Real Madrid versus Red Bull Salzburg.
Should be a classic David versus Goliath story, you'd think, huh?
Exactly. But that's why we're doing a deep dive here.
Right.
Because this match report, it's got some twists and turns you wouldn't expect just looking at the final score.
Oh, yeah. The underdog actually had a really strong start in this one.
It's crazy. Real Madrid didn't even touch the ball in Salzburg's box for the first 20 minutes of the game.
I know. This match is a great example of how quickly things can change in football. 1 minute you're on top of the world, the next you're on the back foot. It also shows how individual brilliance can really make the difference, like a single moment changing the whole game.
Okay, so let's break this down. First 20 minutes, Salzburg's totally in control. What was their strategy? How did they pull that off?
Well, their coach, Thomas Lech, he had him playing this really aggressive high press. Basically, every time a Real Madrid player got the ball, especially in midfield, Salzburg players would just swarm them.
So Real Madrid couldn't even get their passing game going.
Nope. They were forced into these rushed passes, mistakes, couldn't get any kind of rhythm going. It totally disrupted Real Madrid's usual style.
They like to have all the possession, right?
Exactly. Control the tempo, work it around, wait for an opening. Salzburg just shut that down completely early on.
And Salzburg had a really good chance to score early on too, right?
Yeah, Oscar Glock, he had this amazing shot. I mean, it was a clear opportunity. If he'd buried that, it could have been a completely different story.
Talk about a turning point.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's a good reminder that in football, you got to take your chances when you get them.
And that's what Real Madrid did, didn't they?
Oh, absolutely. Clinical, first shot on target, boom, goal. Rodrygo.
Classic Real Madrid, eh? It's efficient.
That's the sign of a champion, though, right? Withstand the pressure, then bang, punish you when you make the slightest mistake.
And Rodrygo, he scored 2, right? Both pretty different goals, too.
Totally. His first one, it was all about being in the right place at the right time. Real poacher's instinct. But then, that second goal,
Oh, that was special.
talk about class. Curls it right into the top corner. Keeper had no chance whatsoever, and the assist for that goal.
Bellingham, right? Back heel flick.
Unbelievable bit of skill, right? Pure individual brilliance.
Talking about brilliance, we can't forget Mbappe.
Oh, yeah, that goal was kind of gifted to him, wasn't it?
Well,
Goalkeeper error.
But still, you got to be ready for those moments, right?
Absolutely. Mbappe's awareness, his positioning, he pounced on that mistake in a heartbeat.
Shows you how even in a game where tactics and teamwork are so important, these individual moments can completely change things.
100%. And then you've got Vinícius Júnior, another 2 goals for him, both showcasing his amazing skills.
Yeah, I was going to say, those goals were totally different.
Yeah.
One, a powerful shot. The other, like, this amazing solo run.
Right. The first one, classic finish. Luka Modric with the pass. Vinícius just smashes it into the net. But that second goal, that was something else. Dribbles past, 3-4 defenders. Speed, agility, just incredible.
He just made something out of nothing, really.
Exactly. Real Madrid was just firing on all cylinders at that point. But hey, gotta give credit to Salzburg. They didn't give up.
Yeah, they scored late on, right? Bidstrup.
Yep. 5-1 down, but they kept fighting, still trying to play good football. Real spirit.
So, final score, 5-1. What does that mean for Real Madrid in the Champions League, though?
Well, they finished top of their group, right? That gets them a seeded spot in the next round, which basically means...
They play a team that came second in their group.
Exactly. And usually the teams that win their groups are considered the stronger ones, so it's a bit of an advantage for Real Madrid.
It's more than just a win. It sets them up well for the rest of the tournament.
For sure. But even taking that aside, this match was fascinating, right? Salzburg's tactics early on, the individual brilliance we saw from Real Madrid.
Yeah, you wouldn't know any of that just from looking at the scoreline.
I know, and that's the thing about football, isn't it? It's a game of moments.
Yeah.
One missed chance, one bit of magic. It can change everything.
So for our listeners out there, what do you think this match tells us about the state of European football today?
That's a good question. I think we're seeing that the gap between the top teams and the rest is closing. Underdogs like Salzburg, they're not just there to make up the numbers anymore. They can challenge the best, cause upsets.
That's what makes football so exciting, right?
Oh.
You just never know what's going to happen.
Exactly. So, yeah, keep watching, everyone. The Champions League is full of surprises. You might just witness the next big upset.
That's right. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, folks. We'll be back with another fascinating match break.